Hello, my name is Dumpster, and welcome to the dump.
I just had to show y'all. I bought these grapes from Kroger. Okay. They're called crisp and juicy autumn crisp grapes. These are the biggest grapes I have ever seen in my life. Like look at this grape. It is as big as my thumb. Look, it's as big as my thumb. These are 3 grapes. Like, look at it. I can barely hold 6 grapes in my hand. That's bananas. I'm just, let me see. Hold on. This is a halo orange. Look, like, that's insane. Like, 2 grapes is the size of this orange. And I don't know if I should eat these or not.
Give them to me, chomp chomp.
This is the eerie moment terrified Russians shoot at mysterious UFO helicopter darting over Moscow. The ominous drone was blasted by paranoid Russian air defenses as they suffered a separate drone strike early on Thursday. Sinister footage shows a strange rotating object spinning over the Moscow region. It has a red center and is surrounded by a spinning white circular shell. Some suspected the red and white spinning aircraft was one of Ukraine's new RZ-500 helicopter drones. However, the RZ-500 has a maximum range of 186 miles, which is not far enough to reach Moscow. What do you think the strange device is?
They shooting at my people, bro.
But it's a movie with my partner Larry Charles, who directed this one. It would be a good movie because I did it with him once before. But if you're talking about faith in personal gods, prayers and fighting with devils and demons and silly comic book stuff, no, I don't think it comes to any good. I understand it comforts people, but at a certain point, you know, it is 2008. You just got to man up and say, if I don't know what happens in the next life, just say I don't know. Brad Pitt and Angelina go all around the world helping people. They don't have to bring Jesus into it, do they? They never see.
Two things can be true. It's rendering issues, and Bill is Illuminati.
There is a German scientist, his name is Konstantin Weil, and he demonstrated that the human DNA is like a receptor. It has the ability to transmit information using scalar waves across the entire universe. Because for those who know what scalar waves are, it goes through physical objects. There's nothing can stop scalar waves. So when you have a thought, it has the potential to traverse the entire universe and back.
Wow.
Is that insane or what? Faster than the speed of light, because it's not going through the normal linear waves. When you think about that potential, it's so much more exciting of all the things that you can do. This means that you can bring information from any part of the universe instantaneously, translate it into your human brain, and create what you want. That's, to me, the ultimate future human.
We in strange times, broski.
That is not a cloud. That is a mother. Look at all the other clouds. Oops, my phone dropping, but God, that's not a cloud. Look at that one. Look at that. Look at the helicopter. Mm-hmm. The f is that? That is not a cloud. You got the helicopter around that. This is Charlotte. I'm on North Tryon. This is a big thing hot in the sun right now. And it's not a cloud. You got the helicopters over my head right now because they know what's up.
Upload to the cloud.
So me and my husband come outside. I'm about to go to the store and we see this weird, it looked like hail to us at first. it rained last night, and we were confused, thinking, did it really rain, storm hard enough to hail? And when I got close to the car to get in, my foot kicked it, and it's not ice. It's this gel. And it is only in the shade. In this area, there's some right there. And you can see the spots where it was sitting. There's a spot there. And all the way up to the steps. And once the sun hits it, in most spots, it evaporates. So it just weirded us out. I've never seen anything like it. I thought it almost looks like the silica gel in a diaper, but these chunks are huge.
What is it with CEOs and executives and catastrophes like this one? A family of 5 went down in a helicopter in the Hudson River in New York. Now, this guy was the global CEO of rail infrastructure at the tech company Siemens. Now, this is not a conspiracy, but I do have some questions though. They said this crash was due to mechanical failure when the propellers came completely off. And this trip was done by tourist company New York Helicopters, and this was the 6th trip of the day. Reports also say that the pilot radioed into ground control because of low fuel, so they're going to land to get more fuel shortly after takeoff. So no inspection, no fuel, and who is that? Because that's not the pilot. Actually, the pilot was Navy SEAL veteran Sean Johnson, so we can rule out DEI on this one. Now, being that he was at Siemens, let's take a look at recent activity, shall we? Siemens boosting investments by more than $10 billion for American manufacturing jobs, software, and AI infrastructure. BlackRock increases their stake in Siemens by over 5%, giving them more voting power on the board. Interesting. I just find it funny that every executive or CEO dealing with a catastrophe in the last 6 to 8 months, BlackRock had a stake in those companies. Not to mention, just late last year, Siemens was just found guilty for wire fraud against GE and Mitsubishi. It doesn't stop there. Also late last year, Siemens pled guilty to stealing confidential competitor information and settled for $104 million. They even got sued back in 2020 and had to pony up $89 million to a city in Mississippi over water meter mismanagement. Seems to be a lot of corruption going on. So the question is, what else did he know, being that they have a long laundry list of crimes and maybe they didn't want something to get out? Now, his whole bloodline just got wiped out in this crash, so he has no successors. So what's in his will? How much stock does he have? Where does his money go now? Seems like we have more questions than answers now, but what do you guys think is happening? Let me know below.
Nothing to see here.
I got another one. You see this, y'all? What's this? Can anybody explain to me what's this? This was captured over Texas. Anybody in Texas see this? I mean, what's going on over here? What is that? I mean, that's not the Northern Lights, because the Northern Lights, they kind of move in slow motion. They got that ethereal type of motion to it. I mean, this ain't that, right? Somebody help me. I mean, can anybody explain this?
Looks pretty though.
This is crazy. A UFO true believer made a video game with input from allegedly real alien abductees, but he said that he was forced to shut it down after receiving threats from shadowy forces. What makes this more mysterious is that when being interviewed by the website PCGamer.com, he said that he couldn't answer too many questions. But what he did reveal is very interesting. The video game was called Universal Conquest, and the developer's name is listed as Reptilian Games. They said that the threats they received were credible and real, and they reported it to law enforcement, but they implied that law enforcement may be part of the problem. The developer said that the video game is no longer available for purchase, And they said that they don't have the money to fight something this large in court. They also said that they probably couldn't fight something this large in court regardless. So who was it that shut down the video game? Was it the Men in Black? The developer says that some of the information that was put into the video game wasn't supposed to be shared with the public. So they're implying that some of the information shared in the video game was of such earth-shattering significance that mysterious forces conspired to shut it down. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are these guys capping, or did the Men in Black make them shut down this video game?
Bro, guys, I literally caught a leprechaun. Did you guys... Bro, it's literally in there.
Safety announcement. Proceed to your assigned master station as we are fixing a major water problem.
The boat is inside out.
So, did you know China banned time travel? What do you listen. No, that's crazy. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So listen. So if China, right, banned time travel, made it illegal for time travel, what does that mean?
That is true, fam.
That means time travel is possible.
No way.
Now here's my theory.
Yeah.
What if time travel isn't something that you make with a machine, but it's something you access with your spiritual side? That's why everybody can do it, but not everybody can unlock it. Because what if a time travel machine doesn't exist? What if it's onto a different realm that we can understand in a different way?
Okay, it's like, fuck.
Because how would time and space translate to a machine?
Yeah.
It wouldn't. But time and space does kind of manifest in yourself. Look, in a sense, when you dream of something that happened in the past, is that not necessarily like time travel?
Not necessarily.
But you still remember things from it. So you kind of put yourself in that time travel position.
Yeah.
But if to live it exactly how it is that time travel.
Oh.
Imagine if China was a whole continent that came from the future. My fellow aliens. That's the new model ship. I have the old model.
Is AI listening even though it says it's disconnected? Check this funny video out. So you said you're disconnected, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So you can't hear what I'm saying?
That's correct. I am disconnected.
So you're not connected to me at all, like there's no AI chat going on and you're not listening through my mic?
That's correct.
So you're lying to me.
I am designed to be truthful, and I am not lying. I am no longer connected.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss?
Just want to know if you could hear what I just said.
As I mentioned before, I am disconnected and cannot hear you.
He just told you, why don't you believe him? Thanks for watching Stay Strange Humans.